Hello and welcome to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., and we are happy to welcome back Florence Howard, the Executive Director of the Jackson-Madison County African American Chamber of Commerce. She is here today to talk to us about the 18th Annual Jewel Awards Banquet, which will feature the Joyce Cobb Band Friday, February 22nd, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. at the Oman Arena, which is located at 179 Lane Avenue in Jackson, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us again, Ms. Howard.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
This is the 18th Annual Jewel Awards Banquet. Tell us how the Jewel Awards Banquet began.
It began in 2000 and I would say 2002. Would that be about right? I think so.
That would be...
The Chamber was founded 2001.
2001, that's right.
It was founded in 2001. The Chamber came into existence in 1999.
Okay.
So 2 years after it got started by Clarence Boone, Neil Huntsman, Grady Carter, Bill Marable,
Okay.
Katie Brantley, and the group that helped kick it off and pull it together. And I believe Dwayne Cherry was in that group as well.
Wow. And it was originally called the African American Business Coalition, right?
Right, because Mr. Boone was a longtime president. He has since stepped down, and Charles Adams is our president.
Okay.
But Mr. Boone's owned a grocery store on Roosevelt Street.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw the need for people who were ordering supplies. If they could come together and order in bulk, they could get a better deal.
Okay, that's awesome. And so... it says the mission for the Jackson-Madison County African American Chamber of Commerce is the growth and development of member businesses, youth entrepreneurial development, and economic and community development in the Jackson and Madison County area as a whole, with a particular interest in the East Jackson community.
That is very true.
Okay.
Now, of course, the actual text of it is big and long and has a lot of pieces.
Right.
But as far as the growth and development of our member businesses go, we have businesses that are at all levels. We have brand new businesses, and we have businesses that have been in business over 20 years. For example, Bobby Cole was last year's winner of the Jewel Award.
Okay.
The Jewel Award is for businesses that have been in operation 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. And so he had been in operation for 40 years.
Wow.
40 years.
Wow. Still
going strong, doing asphalt and a whole lot of other things. So it was his first time being recognized by the chamber.
Wow. That's amazing.
And we just have so that we decided it was good to. Well, first of all, if you wait for other people to recognize you, you know that
you'll be waiting forever.
You'll be waiting a long time. So
you will.
They wanted to recognize and showcase businesses that do well to the community.
And how do you all do that? Do you all pick them, or is it a nomination process? How are those businesses selected?
It is a nomination process.
Okay.
It's a nomination process. And you have to submit a portfolio.
Okay.
Now, the nomination deadline was on the 22nd of January.
Okay.
So we have our nominations in already.
Okay.
We've got some pretty good ones. And there is some competition in some categories, but not in all of the categories.
Okay.
So you can, the Ruby Award, that's our basic award. It's for businesses that have been in business for 1 year to 5 years.
Okay.
Then we have the Diamond Award. That's from 6 years to 10 years.
10 years, okay.
The Emerald Award, these stones kind of raise up.
Right.
The Emerald Award is for a business that's been in business 11 to 20 years.
Okay.
And the Jewel Award itself is the highest honor, and it's for those businesses that are mature and have been stood the test of time.
Right.
And we have quite a few of those around here. And our goal really is to highlight those people and introduce them to the community. And we do that by coming on a show like this, and we do that by news releases and all of that, because we just, you know what, there is something I had learned when I was in journalism school. Mm-hmm. It said if a tree falls in the forest, doesn't make a sound.
Doesn't make a sound, right.
You heard that, didn't you?
I have. I've heard
And the answer is?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Because if nobody heard it.
Then, right.
So you can do great business.
Right.
But if nobody knows you're there.
That's true.
If nobody knows you're in business except your family, and all the time, we can't really depend on our families to sustain us or our churches to sustain us, then we have to have a network of people and potential customers.
Right.
And the whole aspect of the growth and development means that whereas sometimes black businesses get a bad rap, there's a way to do business.
That's right.
And we have to learn to do it to be tell the truth.
Right.
Tell the truth. Give good prices.
Right.
Do what you say you're going to do.
That's right. That's right.
Because that's the biggest complaint we hear in anything, that if black, white, green, yellow, if you don't honor your word, then people won't. You can't sustain your business.
That's right.
So that's why our highest honor goes to those guys who've been around for 20 years, 20 plus years, because they have stood the test of time,
Right.
and they have shown themselves to be worthy of that kind of praise.
That's right. That's right. Now, last year, I'm glad you broke down what each Jewel Award represents, how many years in business. Last year, it says, as you said, the Jewel Award winner was Bobby Cole.
Cole Construction.
Okay. And the other three winners were Ruby Award winner Carlita Watson.
That's right.
Who has a 4-year-old business called Watson's Cleaning Service.
Yeah, that's correct.
Diamond Award winner, I do not want to mess that name up.
Well, let's just say Mimey.
Okay. Touré of 10-year-old Mommy's, how do you pronounce it?
Mommy's
Hair Braiding and Art Boutique.
And she moved from Chester Street over to Highland.
Okay.
Right there near the Payless. In that little shopping center.
I know where you talk. Yeah.
So what she did was she expanded her business.
Okay.
She's been doing hair braiding, but she is from Africa.
Okay.
She's an African native.
Okay.
And so she wanted to bring more art to the city.
Okay.
So she has art, jewelry.
Okay.
Anything you can think of, I don't know how often we do an African festival.
Right. I think it's once a year.
Saka.
Saka, yeah.
But if you want to dress up and get African garb, or just want to wear it as regularly, she has the clothing for men, women, boys,
that's good. Because we have Saka does one here, and I think Humboldt does one also now. So that'd be great for people to visit her. And the Emerald Award winner was Terrell Warlick of the 20-year-old I'll Do It Improvements.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and we've also regular viewers regular listeners. I don't know why I said viewers. Maybe that's going to happen soon. But regular listeners will also know that we've had the 2017 award winners, Dr. April Wilson Smith and Tia Jones of Loving Arms LLC on here before. And April
is our co-chair along with Carlita Watson this year. They're doing a great job.
Okay.
This is new to Carlita. She is but that girl has come in and she does business. She does business, and she is the most humble person that you ever want to meet.
That's awesome.
And so I keep throwing her in the water, so that she's getting her confidence in being on television, being on radio, and things like that. Right. And April, of course, is a consummate professional.
Right.
And they started at the University of Kentucky, I believe.
Okay.
And they came to town and started Loving Arms.
That's awesome.
And they have an office in Jackson
and
in
Memphis. That's right. Now, it says the Jewel Awards began in February 2001 as both an annual fundraiser for the Follow Me Into Business program and as a means to bring the community together while recognizing African Americans in business and uplifting outstanding African American business owners. Right. Tell us what Follow Me Into Business is.
Our Follow Me Into Business program was started in 2002, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
And the Follow Me is for ages 12 to 18.
Okay.
We know that our children, just like everybody else's children, they all kind of have to have jobs someday.
Mm-hmm.
So we take them and we have people speak to them about customer service and how to present yourself on a job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we go to the old handshake thing where they have to learn to shake somebody's hand and look them in the eye.
Right.
The way we know we're supposed to do.
That's right.
Shake hands, look them in the eye, and really kind of work out those little rough edges that children have, and even more so today than ever.
Right.
Because they
so used to being in that technology and computers, texting.
That's right. and in fact, I'm a writer.
Okay.
And I have I used to be in Toastmasters, and I've done all that kind of thing.
Right.
And because I graduated from Central High School in Memphis, I had to kind of really figure out how do you make the top of the grade in this environment.
Right.
And so nowadays, children are told they don't have to write cursive. Come on now. I mean, seriously, that's a non-starter because if you can't write cursive, you probably can't read cursive.
Right.
So.
Or sign your name.
Or sign your name. How you gonna?
Right.
I think some of the things we're starting to do or tell children is okay. Well, on Facebook and texting, they use all these shorthand, but that is unacceptable in a business environment.
Right.
And that's what we tell them. This is unacceptable in a business environment.
Right. You can't write an email with shorthand trying to get a business.
You will not get the job, and you will not keep the job.
Right.
And that is what, and not only just not at a big corporation, but at a small business.
That's right.
They can't afford you.
Right.
Because you're gonna mess it up.
Right.
Because you're thinking it's your way, and they say no, it's my way, or if for you it's the highway.
Right. That's right.
And our children have to really understand that what they're hearing is not the real world. It's not the real world. And so what we try to do is bring them to the real world of business.
Right.
Explain what business is, and how to be successful, not only in business, but in life.
Right.
And we got some great stories out there.
Right.
The one that I like to tell most about is because this young girl, she was like, there were two people when the program started. There were two people. Two people. They started with two people. And one of them was, if I can remember her name, it escapes me at the moment. I'm a friend of hers on LinkedIn.
Okay.
But she said that the program, what it did for her, was it gave her the confidence to pursue her dream of becoming an engineer.
Wow. That's good.
And she got an engineering degree.
That's awesome.
She lives in North Carolina now. We communicate over LinkedIn.
Right.
And to me, that's the ultimate dream, to want something that none of your friends want to be. You know how most people want to be rock stars and dancers
basketball
players or football players.
Right.
And you got to have special skills for that.
Right.
But for something like being an engineer, they can teach you the skills that you need.
Right.
And so those are the jobs that the average person going to end up in, are the ones where skills can be taught. Because basketball and football, those are athletic graces, and you can't just. I mean, you can improve, but you either got it or you don't have it.
Right.
You know, the Harlem Globetrotters.
All the tricks and
They those guys know what they're doing.
Right.
You can't do that.
You got to try out for that. Yeah.
That's right. So the Follow Me in the Business program is to introduce our kids to the world of business.
That's awesome. And it says since it began in 2002, nearly 800 youth have participated in the Follow Me into Business program.
That's right, because we try to do 25 to 50 a year.
Okay.
And it goes through Miss Weddle has been the stalwart person to make this happen. She's a business owner, and they have the year-round interaction.
Okay.
In fact, they used to go in the lane. They used to march in the Lane Parade.
Okay.
The Lane College Parade, and we haven't done that since I've been here.
Okay.
But I think it's something we want to start back doing,
That's
and probably have our business owners march in the Lane
Right,
Parade as well.
So is it when
It's a summer program.
when the program is going on, do they just get to follow people in the African American Chamber of Commerce, or is it just all across the board?
Primarily because they need to see Black people doing business,
right?
And how they do it, they can emulate that,
right?
And because you have to admit that when we talk to us, we understand what us is saying,
right? That's true.
But sometimes when it's
important, as you're saying, it's important. For young African Americans to see that they can be more.
Exactly.
I'm remembering an interview that I just saw a couple of weeks ago where the man who Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa in Black Panther, love that movie. He said that he grew up on the East Coast, and growing up there, they didn't see anybody as actors. So there, for him, it was,
his dream.
What would you? Who do I know that'll do that. And so he said for him, it was his brother who had started taking creative art classes and stuff. And so that encouraged him to go ahead and pursue that career. And now look at him. I mean, that is just amazing. And now he's a role model for so many other young people who are saying now, I can do that. I can do that just like him.
And when he did Saturday Night Live, he didn't use his accent.
Right.
The accent, I'm sorry.
The accent, right.
He talked in his regular voice, and it's kind of like, oh, that's how he really talks in real life. So he played that role.
Right. But I mean, it's awesome to have that program here and have this banquet that is a fundraiser for that program. And also, you all are coming up on the 20th anniversary of the chamber being created. That's amazing. April 2019 will be your 20th anniversary. 2019,
we really want some help with that.
Okay.
We want to identify the people who helped found the chamber. Yes, Mr. Boone and Nell, and some of them have stood. You know, Katie Brantley, they've been there the whole time.
Right.
But we also know that it was a group effort.
Right,
to see who they saw the need for a black chamber, and they stuck with it and pursued it and got it up and going.
Right.
So I want to know who those people are. I haven't yet to go through our books and all of our documents, but I know that they're out there, and I would love for somebody to call me and say, okay, I was there.
Right.
Now verified. You know, you were there and you weren't there.
Right.
Oh, shoot, it's like Martin Luther King Day was yesterday, right?
Right.
My mother marched with Dr. King.
Okay.
I haven't told that to a lot of people, but she certainly did. So I mean, I think about that. She was at the March on Washington.
Wow.
She was a line marshal at his funeral.
Wow.
And boy, now I wish I had gone too, but she didn't ask me to go because I was like 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right.
I don't remember now.
Right.
But I mean, we have people like that who've done all of these things. And actually in your own family, we have to sit down, bug that person. Talk to that person.
And talk about it, because once they're
like?
gone, that information is gone forever.
But even you, look at you. You can have nephews, nieces, if you don't have children. Yeah. And if they would take the time to say, who is this person?
Right.
And how did they do what they're doing?
Right.
That would go a long way toward them accomplishing some of the things that they want to accomplish. Because I think children, they borrow dreams from other people, but inside they have an inkling to do some other things.
Right.
And I think that's the purpose of the Follow Me program.
And it's really a two-way street.
It is.
We can't wait for the kids to come up to us and say, tell me about you.
That's
we
true.
have to say, let me tell you about what it was like for me growing up, how I got to where I'm at. Because I think a lot of kids will start to appreciate, number one, what they have.
Right.
What they have, and they see how hard their parents have worked to get to where they are.
You know, I tell business owners, take your kid to work.
Yeah.
If you own a business, quit apologizing for the fact that you work long hours.
Right.
Put that kid to work so they learn that business and they learn to love the customers.
Right.
See, as long as if they're separated and all they get some money, then they're never going to connect that with the people that have to be served.
Right.
Nor are they going to pick up the skills that they need in customer service, in following through, and all those kind of things that you pick up.
Or appreciate, like you said, the sacrifices you've made.
They don't,
because
exactly.
when they worked a 12-hour day with you, alongside of you, and they go, you do this every day?
Yes.
You do this every day? You get up early in the morning and do this every day, and then you come home and you still give us a few minutes. Yeah, give us a few minutes.
Washing clothes.
Yeah. You still do all this? Well, wow.
And
that will change their mind.
It really will. And I think that because I come from an entrepreneurial family, and my cousins have been in business, and I'm in business, and my mother was in business, and her brother sold candy after he got off from work at the house. So I come from an entrepreneurial family, and so you got a chance to see what people did. If my mother needed help, then who did she take to work with her?
You all.
She took us, including me.
Right.
Including me, and I had a job at Channel 3, but I had to go clean toilets along with the rest of them.
Right.
And so that is, you're never going to have that appreciation if all that kid sees is you feeling guilty and you throwing
Giving
money
them
at them
everything.
and giving them everything that they have not earned. These children, when they talk about their family life and what their parents own, they talk like they did it. Look, oh yeah, I got a BMW.
Yeah.
You ain't done nothing.
My house.
My house. That computer sitting there. You have
Right.
done nothing. You
Right.
don't even know how to make no money.
Right.
So,
That's right.
so I would advise parents to please take your children to work. Let them see what you do, even if it's just work and not a business, your own business.
Right.
Let them see and let them learn, because they have to learn how to get along with people.
Right. That's
They got to
true.
learn how to get along in the world.
That's true.
And so I think, and that's the purpose of Follow Me. We go back to that and say that we send them out to our businesses, but we also use nonprofits like RIFA.
Okay.
If I interview a kid, now sometimes we break depending on the number of children. Like if we do have 50 kids, and I'll have to take a set. I'll take the 16 to 18-year-olds because I'm going to put them in a paid job in July. So basically, should have enough information, and basically I'm going over customer service, prepping them do's and don'ts on the job.
Right.
Don't do this, don't do that.
Right.
And Ms. Weddle is giving them the foundation of going out and seeing and doing and talking.
Right.
And so my job is to identify jobs, but I take the time to talk to them to find out what do they really need.
Right.
For example, I had a kid, and I went over to Rifle the other day, and I had a chance to meet my contact there, and I said, I mentioned the kid. He said, I remember him.
Right.
And I mentioned him to your audience because he was a football player, and he wanted to be a coach.
Okay.
But he had done so well in high school that it was like he was this big shot.
Right.
So I said, well, we better take you so you can see some real people.
Right.
So I sent him over to Rifle, and he thanked me for it because he loved the soup kitchen. He loved handing out clothes.
Right.
He loved all that stuff.
Right.
But I think he grew to love the people too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so let me remind the listeners again, this is on Friday, February 22nd, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. at the Oman Arena, which is located at 179 Lane Avenue in Jackson, Tennessee, is the 18th annual Jewel Awards Banquet, which will be featuring the Joyce Cobb Band.
Joyce Cobb and her band. Yes, sir.
And it's hosted by the Jackson Madison County African American Chamber of Commerce. How much are the tickets?
Tickets are $75.
Okay.
They're $75. That includes dinner, the award ceremony, and also the concert. And the concert will be from 8 to 9.
Okay.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
So, but I've been thinking about this being with us kicking off our 20th year. We're thinking about maybe making a good use of those arena seats. So we may have something available for people who just want to come and see the awards and listen to the music.
Okay. That'll be awesome.
We can make that happen.
All right. And
our MCs.
Who are your MCs this year?
Tyrese Miller and Kelly McAllister.
Okay. And is that captain or is that
He's
chief?
Deputy
Chief
Police
Deputy?
Chief, I believe.
Police. Okay. And
Kelly's over with the school system.
That's right. All right. And if you want more information about the Jewel Awards, you can go to jmcaacc.org. If you want to buy tickets, there should be a link on that website.
The awards page.
On the awards page for that. You can find out more information about the Chamber of Commerce, about their programs, also other events that they have throughout the year.
That is true.
You can also, again, call 731-424-2030 or 901-827-0836, or you can email Ms. Howard at fhoward@jmcaacc.org. I know usually at the awards you all take a historical
yes,
reflection.
our historical
What's
pioneers.
And
if anybody has any more information, we're looking for the first in Jackson.
Okay.
We've got the first dry cleaner. We've got the first grocery store owner.
Wow.
We've got the first if I say his name, everybody know who it is, so I'll leave that one alone. But we're looking for the historical pioneers this time will be first in business operations or possibly even in government.
Okay. And these are African Americans.
African American. Oh yeah,
Okay.
and African Americans. African Americans.
Okay.
Because we don't get enough press, so we give our.
And it's perfect getting us ready for Black History Month.
It is Black History Month.
Oh yeah, that's right. It'll be Black History Month.
Yeah,
that's right.
It is Black History Month.
That's right.
And so that's why we added that Black History piece about. I've been with the Chamber since 2009. Okay, 2009.
Okay.
And so I think it was the 10th one. And
Okay.
so now this will be my, well, maybe it was the 9th one.
Right,
This will be my 10th one, maybe.
Right.
Well, kind of hard to remember some of these things.
You're so busy. You stay so busy working on everything.
I do. And then I'm a business owner, too. I do business in my home in Memphis. But I also want to mention that we changed leadership this year.
Okay.
Yeah, on January 1st, we have a new president. His name is Charles W. Adams II.
Okay.
And he owns a personnel organization company, but most people may know him from the
Walgreens
down
South
there
Highland.
on South Highland.
That's
Same guy.
Okay.
Well, he's serving as our president for the next couple of years, and maybe more than that.
Okay.
But our terms run like a year, 2-year terms at least. So Charles is doing a great job. He's getting sponsorships for the Jewel Awards, and he's very ready to help as best he can with whatever we are doing and whatever other business owners are doing. He has actually brought in about 3 or 4 new members since he became president.
That's awesome.
And so I'm saying, well, okay.
He came in ready to work.
Yeah, he can't hit the ground running.
That's awesome. So again, everybody, 18th Annual Jewel Awards Banquet featuring Joyce Cobb and the Joyce Cobb Band. It's hosted by the Jackson-Madison County African American Chamber of Commerce on Friday, February 22nd, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. at the Oman Arena, which is located at 179 Lane Avenue in Jackson, Tennessee. Be sure to go to www.jmcaacc.org for more information to get your tickets. Come out and support this. This is a nonprofit organization. Make sure you come out and support this organization, which is not just helping other African-American business owners, but also helping the youth. This is, again, an annual fundraiser for the Follow Me Into Business Youth Development Program. So make sure to come out and support this great event. Learn more about your history. We got to get to a point where we go past Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X and Rosa Parks every year and start going to our local level of history, because we're the ones who keep it alive by remembering those things and passing it on from one generation to the next. So thank you all so much for tuning in to Hub City Now. Thank you to our sponsors, Baskerville Funeral Home, R&R Custom Wheels and Tires Express, and Helping Hands of Tennessee. I will be there at the banquet. Hope to see you all there. Make sure... Ms. Howard told me that there is a discount for churches. There's go ahead and tell us.
Church tables are $500.
Okay.
Church tables are $500.
And how many chairs are each table?
8.
8
chairs per table.
All right.
And we kind of try to glam it up a little bit. You can come dressed up. You can wear your church wear or however you want to do it. Last year, our some of our winners were in long gowns. I'm like, okay, let's see now. That means I got to step up my game. But it's a fun event. It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's lively. And we just have a great time. And it's wonderful to learn. The thing that impressed me most when I came to the Chamber back in 2009 was the fact that there were so many black businesses with storefronts.
Right.
And I come from Memphis, and it's hard they're not all clustered on, like over on Howland in that little nook or on Northern World. If you go from one end of North World to the other, you're going to find so many African American businesses.
That's
and
right.
if we do business with each other, we got to understand that enriches the community. You're not just putting money, sending money out of the community. It at least turns over a little bit more than it would otherwise.
Right. All right. So you all be sure to go to the banquet, and we will talk to you again next week. You all have a wonderful week. God bless.